Don't be
Morning, morning. Right. Good morning, boys and girls. Morning. Oh, that's not very good now, is it? Are you awake? Yeah. Okay. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. That's better. Now I'm convinced you're with us. Before I start, I just want to point out we have 2 fire exits in the event of a fire. While we're in here for a short time, there's 1 fire exit there and there's 1 over there. Okay? So you'll be taken out by your leaders in the event of a fire. Right, well, welcome to Safe Highlanders. Do you know what Safe Highlanders is all about? Safety. It's in the title, okay? And to ensure your safety here at Cameron Barracks this morning, where there are certain hazards with lorries going around, army personnel, maybe a helicopter coming a bit later on, we have put you in charge of team leaders, okay? You'll see the team leaders are numbered 1 to 9. They'll take you around the 9 sets. From now on, you're in their charge. Your teachers can have a wee break, and these volunteers will be responsible for your safety. So whatever they say, you do. Okay? Is that clear? Yeah. Yeah, okay. As long as you're still here. Right. Now, as the name implies, the morning for you is about safety. And at each of the 9 sets run by the various agencies, you'll be given some important safety messages, which you'll keep, hopefully, for the rest of your lives. These safety messages will help keep you safe and help you keep other people safe, and maybe help their rescue in the event of an emergency. It's important you listen to what they tell you. We want this to be a fun event, so we've made it interactive. And that means that not only will you be answering questions, but you'll be taking part in the various activities. Okay? We want you to enjoy it. Learning should be fun, and we're hoping to make this a fun event for you. Right. I think we'll go now, shall we? We'll start with 9. Kitty?
Hello everybody. Hello, my name is Melissa and this is John, and we work for Scottish and Southern Energy, which is also known as Scottish Hydroelectric. We're here today to speak to you about electricity, mainly letting you know how dangerous it can be and how to stay safe when you're around it as well. We're going to start off by showing you a clip of a DVD. I'm not sure if you've seen it before, hopefully not, but it shows a boy going into a substation and getting electrocuted. Now that obviously isn't real, it's just a DVD, but unfortunately a real life situation like this did happen a few years ago to a young boy in Aberdeen, so we don't want anything like that happening again. Just to warn you, at the end of the clip there will be some pictures of burns and injuries you can get from electric shock, so I'll warn you when they're coming on in case you want to look away. If you'd like to gather around the TV, we'll play this for you just now, okay? Can you all see all right?
Give it back. You can get. Stop. Here it is. Robin, give it back. Oh, let's put it. Give it back. It's crispy.
That cost me a fortune. I've got to get it back.
Okay, can anyone spot anything that was wrong there?
He opened the door.
He opened the door, yeah, it wasn't locked. Do you think if you came across a gate unlocked, would you go in?
No.
No, excellent.
And even if it was open, you wouldn't go in.
No, excellent. And would you climb on equipment like that?
No.
No chance.
If they just fold it over, then you just walk away. They got electrocuted now. Cheers.
If you get electrocuted with a high voltage electrical source, you will sustain a horrible injury.
You're going to see some of the injuries now, okay?
Run along through the arm to an exit point, that quite commonly is on the foot. As it runs through the body, it causes a lot of damage. It causes skin burns,
Someone's
it may
arm
also
there
set
that's
the
got
clothes on
burnt.
fire as well and cause flame burns in addition to the electrical burns that the patient will suffer. The other thing about the electricity is as it travels along inside the body, it causes heating due to the resistance of the tissues. And that heating damages, essentially cooks the tissues. You will end up
That's someone's
requiring
pinky.
lots of surgery if you survive that injury. And you may end up even losing arms or legs, having to have them amputated because of such damage. I can only advise you to stay away from them. If there's a signs up saying danger, do not go in.
Look up.
Look out! Stay out!
There we are. Not very nice what can happen, is it? No. No, okay. Mind your step as you come out here, but we're going to walk round to the left, okay?
Okay, here's a substation. Has anybody seen something like this in their street or near their house? Yeah. So what would happen if your jacket or your ball or something went in there? How do you think you're going to get it back out?
You want to tell somebody?
Yeah. Any idea who you might tell? Or what you would do?
Someone that works there.
Yeah, that's a good, some clues. Have a look at the signs here, yeah? You can see the first sign here is danger of death, keep out. So that's telling you straight away you don't want to go anywhere near the substation like this because obviously danger of death and you could get hurt very badly if not killed, yeah? What you'll find is all our substations have a name. We've called this one Safe Highlanders substation because we're at Safe Highlanders, yeah? And if anything goes into the substation, what we want to do is we want you to call this number here. This is our emergency number. It's 0800 300 999 and that number is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if anything goes in there, we want you to call that number and myself or one of my colleagues will be quite happy to come out and take it out for you safely. We also have this sign on the substation. It says help prevent a tragedy. Now this is saying if you see children or adults, so you can't actually ask your mum and dad to go in because they could get hurt just as badly, trying to go into the substation, somebody might call us or they might call the police. So if you're trying to get into the substation, somebody might call the police, you could get into trouble with the police, or if you do get into the substation, you could get hurt very badly. You've seen the pictures at the end of the DVD. So we certainly don't want you getting into trouble and we really don't want you getting hurt. So anything goes in there, just give us a call and we'll come and get it for you. Okay? So you want to come down here and have a look at the overhead power line here. Can anybody see anything up there that shouldn't be there? What are we seeing? The kite, yeah. So you see the string hanging down there? Would you rush up and grab that string to try to pull it down? No. How not?
Because you don't know what could happen. You might touch it and then it might.
Yeah, so if you grab that, you might get an electric shock. And if you grab it and you're getting a shock and your friend there came rushing in to help you, what would happen to her? Yeah, so you have to be really careful if you think somebody's getting an electric shock, not to rush in and help them, because if you get a shock, who's going to help you? You know, there might be nobody else about, you know. Okay, so anybody go fishing? Yeah. How do you carry your rod when you're out fishing? Do you carry it straight up in the air? No, how not?
I touch one of the wires.
That's right, yeah, and then see when you're casting, do you have a wee look behind you? Just to make sure there's no power lines or anything like that behind you before you cast? Yeah, that's good. So how do you actually carry your rod when you're out with it? Down flat, is it? This way? Yeah? Down flat, yeah, like that, or pointing backwards. Okay? Right, that's good. So that's a few things outside. What about in your house? What could give you an electric shock in the house? Anybody? No? What happens if you go home tonight and your mum and your dad's lying there and you think they've got an electric shock? Are you going to rush up and grab them?
No.
How not?
Then you might get
That's right. So what do you think you might do?
call the number.
No, maybe. Who else would you might call?
Police.
The ambulance, yeah, you call the ambulance. Anything else you might do if it was safe to do so? Well, no, it's just if somebody's getting hurt here, so what else, what you might do if it's safe to do so with the electricity? Switch it off, yeah, good stuff. So that's pretty much what we could do in the house. Just before you go, without turning round altogether, what's the number you would call if anything goes into the substation?
0800
Ah, so you're all good for me, Rivera. Yeah? Okay.
That's it from us. Thank you
Yeah,
very
right,
much.
thank you very much. Okay.
I'll let you move on now.
Right, see you later.
Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Hi guys, you all from Hilton Primary?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, my name's Ruth and this is Amy, and we're here from the British Red Cross to show you some first aid that may help you save somebody's life. Hands up if you've done first aid before.
We got
it in school.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good then. So this might just be a little bit of a refresher for you today then, yeah? So we're going to deal with someone who's unconscious. So you'll all be able to tell me what's really dangerous about being unconscious then, won't you? Yeah?
Well, I can't breathe.
Yeah, what might make you stop breathing?
They could have vomited but never came out and they just get
They get
blocked
stuck.
in the pipe.
Yeah, you can choke on your vomit. How much vomit do you think it takes to choke on and you can stop breathing?
A little. Just a little.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. And what else can make you stop breathing?
Lying down in a specific position.
Yeah.
And stuff.
What have we got in our mouths?
Tongue.
Yeah.
Go behind it.
Yeah, your tongue's a muscle, and your muscle, when you're unconscious, your muscles will go all floppy and relax, and it can lean back. Your tongue can lean back in your throat, can't it? And it can stop you breathing. You guys are good. Well done. Okay, so we better help Amy now. Do you think we've left her lying on the floor for long enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me then, since you've done it, what's the first thing I need to do?
Make sure check her breathing. No, make sure she
Yay.
check if she's unconscious or not. Tap her shoulder.
Okay, that's one thing. Is that the first thing I'm going to do?
Check violin in case there's anything on top.
Yeah, so check for danger, because who's the most important person?
You.
Yeah, the person who's helping out would be you if you were helping it, so you need to check for danger. Next thing, I'm going to check for response.
Tap her
Tap her
shoulder twice and
shoulder.
ask her, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, that's the third thing I'm going to do, but I'm just going to see if she needs my help first, because I don't think she is, but she might be asleep. Okay, so,
Check her breathing.
hello, would you like some help? No response, so now I'm going to tap her on her shoulders and speak in both ears. But why do I tap on her shoulders?
She might be dead.
Yeah, well done, she might be dead, okay? Can you open your eyes there? Hello, can you open your eyes? No response, so next thing?
Check if she's breathing.
Yeah, well done. So I put 2 fingers under her chin and just
Till
tip
back.
What's important about tipping someone's head back like that?
Slowly, gentle.
Yeah, because that can be enough just to open up someone's airway again, yeah? So I'm going to look, listen and feel, oh, sorry, for up to 10 seconds.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000.
But I can feel her breathing on my cheek, yeah? And I can see her, can you all see her tummy going up and down?
Yeah.
So we know she's breathing, don't we? So now that we know she's breathing, I'm going to put her in the recovery position. So I'm going to take this arm here.
Put it behind.
Yeah. This arm here, I'm going to back her
Across
hand.
her body. Then on the
And
cheek.
then you pull the knee across.
Oh, what do I have to remember to do?
You have to hold her.
Because what's going to happen
Just
if I don't?
Hold
Yeah.
her on there and pull her knee across.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the leg that's furthest away, yeah? Okay, and if it's a grown-up and you can't quite reach your knee, you can just pull a bit of material to get the leg up from there. Yeah, okay? And just turn her towards me. This at a 90-degree angle, just to keep her stable. And what do we need to check again here?
Breathing.
One thing before, we need to check that her airway
Is open.
is open. Yeah, so we need to move her head into position that if she is sick, it's going to come out and she's not going to choke. And now we check for breathing. So I can put my hands here and I can feel her tummy going up and down. I can put my hand, this other hand here by her mouth, okay? So now she's not going to fall back over on her back, so it's safe to leave her like this and go and phone an ambulance. Okay, thank you. Well done, you guys are great. Now I need 2 volunteers. Oh, I've got 1 volunteer, thank you.
I volunteer for her.
Oh, if you volunteer someone, I pick you. Okay. Okay, do you want to be unconscious? And if you lie here, remember if you're unconscious, you're all floppy and you've lost the power of speech. And if you want to put them in the recovery position, so if you do it from this side here, or this, if you come over from here, if that's okay. Did you check for danger?
No.
Okay, so quickly check for danger. Ask if you need to.
You need any help? Can you hear me?
Two fingers under his chin. And if you put your head down next to his cheek. Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing.
Okay.
Is it in the recovery position yet? Yeah. Is it on a clue?
Oh, careful. you now? Yeah. Good. Can you remember what to do with this thing here? Okay, well done, you just saved your friend's life.
Yay!
Okay, yay. Okay, so we don't have time at the moment for anyone else to practice. But what's really important is to keep yourself safe, okay? You guys are great today, so well done, and keep practicing if you can, okay? And if you can't remember all the steps, don't worry. Just remember, get someone on the side and keep the airway open if they're unconscious, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
Morning all. How are you all today? Gather in, come on in. Some can go in that little bit there as well. So which schools are you all from? Abbymore. Carbridge. Oh, you've all had a little bit of a journey then to get here. What we're talking to you about on this stand today is construction site or building site safety. So have any of you been on a building site before? Yes? One or two? Just take out your mouth.
I got in trouble for it.
You got in trouble for it, did you? Well, we'll talk about that a bit later.
I was next to one before our other house.
All right, so there was one next door to your house, yeah? And you said you were? Did you say? Did you? Yes?
Oh yeah, I got in trouble for it as well.
Did you? Okay. So on a construction site like this, what things are there to keep you out of the construction site? Yep.
Signs.
The signs.
Barriers.
The barriers. So yeah, if there's barriers, you don't come past them. Let's have a look at some of the signs that we've got. So this is the kind of thing you might see at the beginning of a construction site. So just read that line out for me.
All visitors must report to site offices before entering the site.
Okay, so let's say, who can I pick on? Let's say you have kicked your football in here. What's that sign telling you? What do you have to do before you can...
someone to get it out.
Yes. So what's the trouble with this building site? Is there a site office?
No.
No. Not all building sites will have a site office, but they'll always have a sign like that. And can you see, just under the orange writing, there's a phone number. So what you can do is you can ring up and you can say, I've kicked my ball in or somebody's put my bike in. Could you please keep it for me? You might not get it back straight away, but they'll help you out. You don't go in. Right, so have a look at some of these other signs. So the red one. Red signs are like the law. You must do what a red sign says. So what does that sign say to us?
No unauthorised persons allowed beyond this point.
Okay, so what is an authorised person? Yep.
Someone that's allowed to go in somewhere?
Someone that's allowed, you've got permission. So what's an unauthorised person?
If you haven't got permission.
You haven't got permission. So am I authorised?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you authorised?
No.
No, you're unauthorised. So what is it telling you?
That we're not allowed.
You're not allowed in. So there's the barrier and then there's a sign telling you it's the rules, you can't come in. Yellow signs, they're warnings. So we've got one that says construction site keep out, so it's telling you again you can't come in. And then we've got one that's specially for parents. Parents, construction sites are dangerous places, please keep children out of this site. Why are we telling parents in particular, do you think? Yep.
Because they think it's alright.
Yeah, well, it might be that they think it's all right, but they're looking after you, aren't they? And they can give you the messages. Building sites are exciting to children. Yeah, there's things you want to go and look at and have and explore, but we know that they're very dangerous, so we're asking parents as well, don't let children on. That side we've got blue signs. So blue signs are things that you must do to be able to be in here. So what is it telling me I must do? What's the first one? Yep.
Safety helmets must be worn.
So I've got to wear my hard hat, and you've got to admit, you know, it's very cool in the pink, isn't it? I like pink hard hat. So I've got to wear this. What is it going to do for me? Yep.
Protect your head.
Protect my head. So if something falls, if I'm under the scaffolding and something falls, it'll protect my head. It doesn't do anything else. That's all it can do for me. What's the next one saying?
Protective footwear must be worn.
Protective footwear must be worn, so safety shoes. So safety shoes usually have two things. They have something across the bottom, so if you stood on a nail, it's not going to go through. And then they also have steel toe caps, so that if things fall on your toes, it's not going to hurt. So I'm going to pick on you. If you want to stand on my toe, I've got safety shoes on. Can I do the same for your toe? Do you think? Or will it hurt? It'll hurt. And if I dropped a brick on your toe, would it really hurt? Yeah, I won't do it then. How about that? So I've got to do those two, and then what's the last one it tells me I've got to do?
High-vis clothing.
High-vis clothing. So usually yellow. Why am I wearing this? What's the point? Yeah.
It's got reflective on it.
It's got reflective, so if there's light shine on it, I'll be seen at night, but it's also bright, so if somebody's driving around in the day, hopefully they'll see me and not run me over. I think I'm fairly obvious, but you know, we'll see. Let's have a look around the building site then. So what do you think has happened to this chap here? Yeah, let's take some from over there. What do you think's happened?